This pizza was cooked in a skillet, just on a cooktop. And it looks fantastic, it tastes fantastic. It's got a beautiful crispy bottom and nice soft edges. You are gonna love this. To make a fantastic pizza dough without refrigeration, we need 1 kilo of pizza flour, 600 ml of cold water, so it's about 60% hydration. We need 5 teaspoons of salt, which is about 30 grams, 1 satchel of dry yeast, which is about 7 grams. We're gonna make a margherita, so for the topping we need hand-crushed peeled tomatoes from the can, a nice fresh mozzarella that you wanna cut into pieces, up to you, pecorino cheese, as much as you like, some nice fresh basil, extra virgin olive oil, and super fine semolina. If you cannot find fine semolina, you can use flour. Now I've got 600 ml of cold water. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour because the flour will be the food for the yeast. And we're gonna put the entire satchel of yeast, about 7 grams. Now mix it with a spoon, activate the yeast. The yeast now is eating the flour. Perfect, now we can make the dough. This time I'm gonna start from the dry and we add liquid into the dry. Okay, so here I've got salt and flour, which I mix, and I'm gonna follow a baker technique, okay? This is a baker technique. Use one hand and keep the other hand free. So with the other hand, I'm gonna add a little bit of water, a little bit at a time, okay? It's gonna take a while before we have the dough ready. Maybe it will take about 10-15 minutes. So don't worry if your hands are sticky. We add a little bit more water. But not all at once, okay? Please, not all at once. If you use a stand mixer, do the same process. Just add the water a little bit at a time, not all at once. Same, here we go. And this is the movement. See what I'm doing in my movement? I go like that. A little bit at a time. See, the dough is forming. And we put the last drop. Go like this. We get everything in there now. There's nothing left in there. And now we need to knead the dough. Now we need to do this until we get a beautiful silky dough. Alright, at this point, if you come and have a look, I'm not going to knead the dough in here anymore. I'm going to transfer the dough on the kitchen bench. There's a very sticky dough on the kitchen bench. Here it is. If you're really struggling, see how sticky it is? If you're really struggling, you can add a little bit more flour, but I do not recommend to do that. Just keep going. It's sticky. You keep going. See, I like to do this, forward and back. Push forward and back. Use the palm of your hands. Push forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. See, when from here, pick it up and I rotate the dough. So then we start again. Forward and back. And pump. Try to be a little bit faster now, okay? I don't want to rest anymore. Now it's time to go hard. Okay, well, that's okay. The dough it's pretty rough at the moment. This is not ready yet. What we're going to do is place the dough back in the bowl. Now let's cover the dough with a damp cloth and we let it rest for at least half an hour, even 1 hour if you guys have time. Okay, after 30 minutes, let's get the damp cloth off. See, the dough is actually easier now to manage. So we're gonna get the dough out. There's no water, there's nothing, no oil, nothing involved at the moment, okay? Let's knead the dough a little bit more. Knead it, knead it, knead it, perfect. Rest, did this, look how beautiful and smooth it is. Let's get some extra virgin olive oil. We put some in here. Okay, now we knead it again. Knead it. And again, it's not Napolitan pizza. In a Napolitan pizza, you don't put extra virgin olive oil. But in this pizza dough, I always like to put something. Even if it doesn't do anything to the dough, mentally it makes me feel better. Now let's see if it bounces back. Ready? bounce back straight away, look. Bounce back straight away. Now let's rest this dough in the bowl, right in there. Put a damp cloth on it, okay? If you have glad wrap, plastic wrap, put it. If not, it's okay. At this point, what we do is, there's no refrigeration in this recipe. We are camping, we're outdoor, we don't have fridge. Now we're gonna keep this dough at room temperature for about 90 minutes to 2 hours, okay? You want this to rise, double at least if you can. If not, just rise. Look at this beautiful dough. It grew almost double. It's perfect for us now to make the pizza balls. And here's how you do it. What we're gonna do now, I like to make 270 grams pizza balls. That's what I like to do. You wanna do 250 grams? Do it. 300 grams? It's okay. Now, here's how I make my pizza balls. We have 220 grams. I need to put a little bit more, or 300, that's a bit too much. 108 is a bit too much. We got 270 grams. That's what I want. This is what I want for my pizza ball, okay? Now we get the pizza ball. If you don't have a pizza tray, which probably you don't have it when you're camping or you're not at home, you can use some plastic containers. You can use the cheap plastic containers from the shop, but if you can get airtight containers, it's better. Put some extra virgin olive oil in there, pizza balls go in there. Now, there is no refrigeration at all, of course. From the moment we start kneading the dough, it takes about 4 hours, 4.5 hours, until you can start making your first pizza, okay? So in 2 hours, the pizza balls will be ready to be enjoyed. Guys, we're camping, okay? So, from home, bring a nice heavy-duty pan. This is cast iron. Cast iron is what you need to make pizza, perfect. Make it nice and hot, very, very hot. And bring with you a cover. If you can get a glass cover, would be great. Otherwise, you can actually put another pan on top. But you want this to be closed, so the top part of the pizza will cook as well. We're actually going to put a little bit of oil everywhere. Just like that. Try and spread it everywhere. The oil will help us to cook the bottom of the pizza a little bit more. The cast iron, it's a pan that needs time to get warm, okay? It's not like the stainless steel. So it will probably take about 5 minutes. But you will know, when you put your hands in there, you will know, you can feel the heat. Look guys, after almost 2 hours we have a beautiful pizza ball, look. And because of the oil, it didn't get stuck. But can you see how bubbly it is? See, it's actually a really good sign. Now what we're gonna do, very simply, we're gonna get the semolina here, that we already prepared. We're gonna put this right on top of the semolina, just like that. You don't need to touch it. It will go straight on it. Put flour on the semolina. Beautiful. All right, now let's stretch this beautiful pizza. So what we do is we press in the middle and we spread the pizza to the sides, but we don't press on the edges, okay? Never press on the edges. We want the gases to go to the edges. Okay, let's get rid of the semolina. It's important, we get rid of the semolina. Now the pan's got some oil, it's nice and hot. I don't want to have it too hot, okay? I just want to have it a very, very low flame. Look at that, very low flame. I don't want to burn the pizza, okay? The pizza has one nice smooth side, one a bit rough. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put the smooth at the bottom. Make sure you put it in. It's very hot, so be careful how you put it in. Pizza is in correctly, perfect. Stretch it like that. Perfect. Now what I want to do, don't put the tomato, just put the sauce, okay? Just the sauce, because the sauce, we're actually gonna waste a little bit of the sauce. So do not put the pieces of tomato, and I will tell you why. Just try and put the sauce everywhere, so that we don't form bubbles in the middle. Try to have the edges free. don't want to have tomato sauce on the edges. So just put the tomato sauce, that way we don't get bubbles growing in the middle. That should be enough. Now what I like to do, get half foil, and I want to cover this with half foil, and then we put a lid on top. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want the edges to puff up a little bit. Now the oil will cook the bottom gently, because we don't want to burn it, of course, so that's why the fire is very low. By doing this, the steam will come up and bounce back down and helps the edges to rise. Leave it closed for about 3 minutes before you go and check. Don't open it. See, after about 3 minutes, I just want to check. Let's see. Oh, see? Beautiful, it's growing. It's only been about 3 minutes. Guys, what I like to do now is this. You don't have to, okay? I'm just doing this because I'm at home. If you are outdoor camping, maybe you can't do it. But I like to put some oil right on the edges, like that. And I'll show you why. This is when it becomes a little bit messy, okay? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn it around. I know we're gonna waste some sauce. We're gonna turn it around. Ready? Very hot, so be careful. See, the bottom is already cooked. Looks very nice. Now what we're gonna do now, we're trying to actually cook the edges. Make the edges, kind of cook the edges. Because, you know, we've got a nice puff edge, but the edge needs to be cooked a little bit more. So, again, close it. And we cook it for about 2-3 minutes or until it becomes kind of golden brown. Because this is the moment where you can really cook the edges. They will stop cooking later on. If you don't make them a little bit crispy now, they will never be crispy, okay? So that's what we're trying to achieve now, make it crispy. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. Let's see if the edges are kind of cooked. I know, guys, it will be a little bit messy. Remember what I said? The tomato will be a little bit burned. Unfortunately, wasted. So look. But no, they need to cook a little bit longer. Maybe 3 extra minutes or until it becomes brown. Make sure that you cook this gently, okay? We don't want the fire to be too aggressive, because if it is, you're gonna burn the pizza. We are camping, you're outdoor, you're relaxed. Take your time. Okay, let's have a look again. Now, see how the side is. All right, let's have a look. Ooh, here it is. Okay, now might look a little bit burnt, but it's okay. Honestly, it's okay. See the crust, the edges are beautiful. I like how it turns out. Now, this is when we're gonna add toppings to your pizza. So here we've got the San Marzano tomatoes. Now you can be generous now. Go all over the edges. See, now you know where to stop. Beautiful San Marzano. Just put as much as you like. Put the basil. Got a nice basil here. The pecorino cheese. And now we put the mozzarella cheese. I like to cover my basil with the mozzarella. Beautiful. Now put it everywhere. This is a really, really nice pizza. Really impressed. Drizzle of oil. Oh my God. Now we cover it with half foil and this. And now we cook it until the mozzarella melts. Once the cheese is melted, we know it's ready. I'm not going to stress this enough, how important it is to have the flame very low, okay? This pizza would burn if your flame is too high. Okay, gently please, gently. Okay, it probably will take about 15-20 minutes in total to do it, but it's worth it. Okay, like if you have a look now, see the cheese is melting, so it's working. The edges are beautiful. It's got nice moist edges. So let's wait a few more minutes. Let's see if the mozzarella melts. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. The mozzarella melted beautifully. Do you know what this means? It means that we can get the pizza out. Nice. Look at that. So now the edges are soft, okay? So if you want to cook the edges more, you can on the other side, or you can just use a torch. But I'll probably have this option first, and then we can try to use a torch if you really want to cook the edges. Look at this, guys. Look at this beautiful pizza. Look how amazing. Can you believe this was done in a skillet? Can you believe this was done without oven? Now check the bottom. It looks like a fried pizza, to be honest. Look at the bottom. It's nice and crispy. That's like a Montanara pizza. Just I want you to listen to the sound, okay? See, it's soft. When you press, you know, it's crunchy at the bottom. So you got crunchy right there, and soft on top. It's like having, can I say, maybe a focaccia, which is fried at the bottom and soft on top. Would that make sense? Oh my God, I can't wait to cut it. Guys, look how nice this pizza is. It's time to cut it and taste it. Ready? Nice, this is the sound. Because the bottom is nice and crunchy. Listen. Beautiful. So if we get a slice, you can see that it is cooked. It's got a nice edge. The bottom is perfectly cooked. The top is cooked as well, because we didn't have the toppings for the first, 7-10 minutes. Now we give this beautiful edge. So it's not floppy as well. It's very good and easy to eat. Let's try it. I want you to listen to the crunch too, listen. It's crunchy at the bottom, yeah? Sounds good, yeah? Sounds good, yeah. Now we eat it. What I like about it is the tomato is not burnt, so it's really fresh. Oh, what a beautiful dough. What a beautiful crunch base. Do you see that? It's very difficult to describe it. First, I'm enjoying this. I really am enjoying it. I like the crispy bottom. I like the fact that we have a focaccia style edge. Very homemade. It reminds me of the pizza from the baker down the road where I grew up in Italy. They used to make a type of pizza like this, cooked in the oven, but the flavors really remind me of that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A great option, even if you're at home. Beautiful. You want to impress people next time you go camping or even do a picnic. This is what you do, guys. You do this, and honestly, everybody will give you a big round of applause. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Write a comment below. Let me know what you think. Good or bad, just share what you think with me, okay? Tell me. I love pizza so much. I know it could be a bit offensive for pizza lovers, but it does the job. We'll see you in the next Vincenzo's Plate video recipe. E ora si mangia. An interesting pizza cooked without oven.